In many homes, silence protects monsters. This is one of those homes. Evil doesn't always arrive with horns and fire. It often wears familiar faces, hiding behind the trust we place in those closest to us. Sit with me. Listen closely. For this is not a legend, nor a myth whispered by the wind. This is a story the earth itself dares not carry. A truth buried deep where screams are swallowed by walls. Where innocence bleeds in the shadows. Where the devil wears a father's face. In Aleutian's East Borough, Alaska, there lived a man admired by neighbors, respected by the community and trusted by his church. To outsiders he was the image of responsibility. A husband and father of 5, 3 lovely daughters and 2 bright sons. But behind the closed doors of his wooden home, evil grew roots in silence. His smile hid a storm. His hands carried weight heavier than any sin. It all began unraveling when his eldest daughter, Emily, just 18, became pregnant. Her mother, Tiana, worried that her daughter had been fooling around, called her into the kitchen. The questions came sharp and relentless. Who did this to you? Again and again until her patience snapped and fists replaced words. Finally, trembling, Emily whispered the name that shattered their world. Daddy. Tiana froze. Her breath caught in her throat. At first she laughed. A hollow, broken laugh only fear can create. Convinced it was a cruel lie, she struck her daughter again and again, desperate to beat the words away. But the truth stood its ground. Because it wasn't a lie at all. Standing silently at the doorway was Rachel, the second daughter, only 15. Her eyes empty, her voice a ghost. He does it to me too. In that instant, Tiana's home transformed from sanctuary to tomb. Her heart cracked in places she never knew could break. Desperate for clarity, she called upon the elders of their extended family, those meant to bring wisdom and justice. She wanted anyone to tell her this wasn't real. But reality was darker than anything they imagined. The daughters spoke in halting whispers, recounting horrors too heavy for their years. He had been abusing them since they were 10. Even the youngest, Sophie, just 8, was already being prepared in ways too vile to speak. As each word spilled out, Tiana prayed for deafness. She wished she'd never heard the things her children had carried in silence. When confronted, the father was forced to confess. The elders told him that if he lied, the wrath of God would strike him down. And so, with no repentance in his heart, he admitted the unthinkable. He had defiled not only his daughters, but also his nieces and nephews who came to visit. Whoever stepped into his house became prey. Some stories are too ugly to tell. But they are too true to ignore. And yet, this man still walks free. No prison bars. No courtroom gavel. No handcuffs clicking shut. He was told only to perform a cleansing ritual, as if prayers could wash away the lives he destroyed. And so he continues to stroll the same streets, past the same girls he ruined, whistling as if he carries no guilt at all. And I ask you, how many more? How many children must bleed behind locked doors while the world stays silent? We swallow shame like medicine. We cover crimes with cloth and prayer. But silence is the bed where monsters sleep. Too many daughters are dying with secrets sealed between their teeth. So I bring you this story. Ugly. Heavy. True. Not for pity but for warning. So that another father, another brother, another man might recognize the monster in himself or the one sitting beside him. And stop it before another child whispers, "Help," into a pillow no one will ever hear. I am only the messenger. But this message is for you. Not to scare you but to wake you. Because somewhere tonight, in another quiet house in Alaska, a child is whispering for help. And the world is still asleep.